I hear every day about the products you all wish MyPillow carried. Well, guess what? We probably do. Slippers, bathrobes, pet beds, blankets, mattresses, sleepwear, loungewear, duvets, comforters, pot holders, aprons, oven mitts, and so much more. And they're all on sale. For example, get our best-selling standard MyPillows for only $14.98. Body pillows, $29.98. 6-piece bath towels or kitchen towel sets, just $29.98. Multi-use MyPillow 2.0s with pillowcase, $9.98. Save $40 on our Spring Percale and Giza Dream bed sheet sets. Any size, any color, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save up to 80% on all MyPillow products. And I've never done this before. When you spend $100 or more, you're going to get 2 standard MyPillows absolutely free.
This is Chris Ruddy, and I love Gene Valentino's Grassroots Truth Cast. Make sure you're tuning in just like I do every day, every week, every minute.
Now, to debate this, joining me now is GOP political strategist and insider and host of Grassroots Truth Podcast, Gene Valentino, along with editor-in-chief of the National Memo, Joe Conason. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you here again. Let me start off with you, Joe. Do you think the Democrat Party is losing their way? I mean, when you really look at the emotions surrounding that event, why would they not stand up for good things, even a poor child who is battling cancer?
Well, of course, everybody should stand up and applaud a child who's battling cancer. And those who didn't, I think, were confused or made a mistake or were just, wrong. Actually, if you go back, though, and look at Snopes and others who fact-checked it, a lot of Democrats did applaud that young boy, and he deserved to be applauded. And frankly, I think it was what the president did was nice. I don't have a problem with that. I don't think most decent people do. Whether this is a cataclysmic event that will decide, the coming political regime is another matter, though. I think these things are seen and they are forgotten, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene's outburst was forgotten. Lots of other incidents during State of the Union are forgotten eventually, and they fade away in contrast to the bigger issues that dominate elections. And I will tell you, whatever, Democrats in disarray is kind of a standing headline, right? As you ought to know, because you're not as old as I am, I'm sure, but you can remember that, for instance, in 1974, after a gigantic landslide, the Republicans lost 49 House seats. In 2018, when Trump was elected the first time, the Democrats won 41 seats after being declared dead, and they're in disarray and all the rest. So I've been to this rodeo before. We all have, and I don't think an incident like the one you mentioned is going to decide anything, really.
Yeah. So, Gene, let's get your response here. I believe we have some video of what the Democrats actually did, on the House floor.
Yeah.
So, Gene, my visual, I saw a lot of Democrats sitting, if not all. But what's your response to that event in the House, as well as Joe's initial remarks?
Well, I agree with Joe in part with the fact that this is one of those events that there's no partisanship involved. The beauty of America is that we're compassionate, giving people, regardless of party affiliation, as evidenced by our historic patterns. The problem here is that we have a specific pattern that has been evidenced that's tied more to the hate for Donald Trump than it is for the compassion of a 13-year-old boy. There's more of a mandate. I
can't hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, there's more of a mandate to be able to try to follow a lockstep approach by the Democrats without rhyme or reason. Except for this incident, 10 Democrats stepped out on their own and did not follow the mantra of the party line and voted for the censorship of Congressman Green, and should have. Bad behavior is bad behavior. I don't care what party you're with. It should be censored. And in this case, it was set against the backdrop of a lot of disrespect for Donald Trump and his success story the first 40 days.
Now, Joe, that wasn't the only visual we saw with Democrats, in my view, getting a little bit out of hand. We also saw Al Green with his outbursts, and now 10 Democrats ended up joining Republicans in censoring him. What's your response to Al Green's antics on the House floor?
Well, I don't think that was the wisest move, but I can understand why he's upset. You know, the Republicans are preparing to cut almost $1 billion from Medicaid, which is really an issue of compassion as much as standing up and applauding a cancer survivor. And he's angry about it, and he expressed it. And, you know, it's kind of like an act of civil disobedience. I think he should be prepared to be censured. The Democrats who voted for the censure resolution did so, at least some of them did, because they said they had done the same when Marjorie Taylor Greene and other Republicans had interrupted Democratic presidents during State of the Union addresses. So they felt, in fairness, they should take the same position. And I respect that as well. I think the whole thing is a huge distraction and absolutely meaningless.
Gene, your overall response, do you think Democrats did brand damage with their antics on the House floor?
Yeah, I don't care about the $1 billion or $1 million of cuts in Medicaid. It's not no one's interested in cutting the benefits to Medicaid. They're interested in cutting waste and fraud and abuse. And the overreaction on the Democrat side that the Republicans are trying to cut basic services, they extended that argument to Social Security as well. It's just not true. They're trying to find the waste. What's inflammatory to the Democrats is that the scab is being ripped off the wound, and we're seeing firsthand the degree of pervasive wrongdoing and criminal wrongdoing that's involved with the spending of American taxpayer dollars. And it is something that's long overdue. It's something that's needed. It's precedential, and it should have happened a long time ago.
So do you think there's $880 billion?
Sorry, guys, we have to end the debate. We're running out of time. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hope to see you guys next week. Okay. Gene Valentino, Joe Conason, thank you so much for joining us.
Throughout history, the spirit of patriotism has prevailed. The battles may have changed, but the values remain the same. Today, in 2024, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment where the call for unity, freedom, and a better future echoes louder than ever. For more than 10 years, Patriot Mobile has been committed to supporting the values that make our nation great. With affordable plans and reliable nationwide coverage, Patriot Mobile is not just a wireless service. It's a call to action for those who believe in the American dream. Because this year is not just any year, it's the most important year since our nation's founding. Choose a wireless carrier that shares your values. Choose Patriot Mobile.